What's up, guys? Welcome back to Core CSS Mastery. This is your chance to test the skills that you've learned so far in the course. And the title of this assessment is Center Login. Now, if you are British like me, this is not how we spell center, but it is how center is spelled in CSS. So we deliberately use the American spellings so that when it comes to writing CSS, we're not getting confused. So yeah, step one of learning CSS, become American, apparently. Step number two is to solve this very simple challenge. In a HTML document, we have a login form. You can see it on the page. There's one key problem with this login form. It's that it's in the wrong place. In fact, in most cases, when you log into an app or a web app, that login box is generally in the center of the page. So this is our CSS challenge. It's to add some additional styling to this document so that our login box appears in the center of the page. So your first goal is going to be to grab the assessment login.html file. You can find out location of the files in the course guidelines. And your next goal is to try and solve the challenge, to centralize that login form. Now I'm going to show you how to do it. Obviously, so there's no spoilers at this stage, it's recommended that you pause the video, go and spend some time trying to solve this challenge. If you've paid attention in the course so far, hopefully you won't find this too difficult. And there's definitely more than one way of solving this challenge. We're going to try and rely on techniques we've learned in the course so far in order to centralize that login form. All right, so go away, solve the challenge. Whether you manage to solve the challenge or not, we'll see you back here very shortly for the solution. Okay, so the first step here is just making sense of what we have. We have quite a bit of styling in this document. If we have a look at the HTML itself, we're first interested in this div, which is the form container. So that's basically this login square in itself with the rounded corners, of course. So firstly, we could set margin auto on that and it should center. So we can see here there is a CSS selector referencing form container. So let's set this to margin auto. So that's already half of the puzzle. We have our horizontal center, but we also need to vertically center. Now we can do that by providing a margin value. So this is an okay solution, but there are some issues with this. Let's just experiment. So if we set margin top, let's set it to 35%. Let's refresh the page. This is pretty good, right? It's a centered form. But notice what happens as the viewport narrows. You can see that all of a sudden, that's no longer a vertically centered login form. So it's okay on some viewports, but it's not ideal across every viewport. And if we fix it for the narrower viewport, let's set the margin to 50% there. Looks like we'll have to use an even larger value, in fact. Let's try 65% margin there. So that's roughly centered on this viewport. But of course, once we expand the viewport, now our login form's at the bottom of the screen. So well done if you found this solution. It's an okay solution. And we can, of course, use an absolute margin value as well. Let's try 200 pixels. Now we can see on first glance that appears to have solved the problem, but unfortunately it's not quite that straightforward because if we start playing around with the height of the viewport, we also have issues. So a little trick here, we can actually change the location of the DevTools. So for example, if we say dock to bottom, we can now actually play around with the height of the viewport. But you can see, regardless of the height, that element's staying the same. So if we had some kind of widescreen viewport like this, there's still a 200 pixel margin, but the height of the viewport is small enough that the login form is actually off the bottom of the page currently. So obvious question is there an even better solution? Let's set our DevTools back to where it was. Now, if you were paying attention earlier in the course, there's a little trick we can use so that margin auto also applies to vertical margins. So at the moment, we can see that the element has its margins horizontally centered, but it doesn't have them vertically centered. We can actually create a wrapper for this div. Let's surround this in a div with class of wrapper, which is just a name for a custom class. Let's end the div. And let's style this wrapper class. And let's give it a height of 100 VH, which means the height of the viewport. Now that doesn't work initially because there's a trick we need to be aware of, and that's to set the display property to either flex or grid. So if we set this to grid, now we can see that that is centered. Well, it's not quite centered, and what we can do here is actually reduce the height of the element slightly. For example, if we set this to 85 VH, now that's pretty good. That's fairly centered. And we can see we don't have an issue scrolling left to right. Let's see what happens if we flip the DevTools to the top or the bottom. Now you can see as we scroll up, that element remains centered on the page. Or at least close to centered. We can, of course, tweak the value. We think, for example, it's not quite in the center. You can see there's a bit more space here at the bottom than the top. That's fine. You just change this value here for vertical height, i.e. the height of the wrapper, until we're happy that the element is centered. Now, this is not the only way to achieve this in CSS. There are actually many ways to vertically center a div, but despite that, it's considered one of the most common problems that CSS developers are getting headaches trying to solve. How to vertically center an element. And that's definitely going to apply to something like a login form. So well done if you found this second solution, because as we can see, it's a bit more robust and it's going to work much better across different types of screens or viewports. In case you're wondering, we can also set this display value to flex. And we haven't spoken about flex and grid display types explicitly. We'll talk about those a bit later on in the series, but for now, just remember this simple trick that if we set the display type of the wrapper to flex or grid, then margin auto is also going to apply to those vertical margins and allow us to center an element vertically. So well done if you solved this challenge. Catch you in the next part of the course.